Hi, my new FCU Cube is defective. Specifically, the left side LCD display is displaying gibberish.
Sabrina has joined the conversation. Okay.
All jokes aside, Sabrina was very helpful and quickly determined with the engineers that this is a defective unit and tell me to ask for a replacement unit. So, I've got mailed. So, you've seen the thumbnail, you already know what this is. This is the Wingflex FCU Cube. And today we're unboxing this. And let's check out the packaging first. So the front side is this, some talking points here, plug and play, backlight adjustment. So with a stand inside and aluminum components. So after we unbox it, let's see how many components is actually aluminum. So this is the right side, this is the back, some handling instructions. This is the left side, and then this is the back. Made in China. Funny enough, Wingflex is a registered company in Hong Kong, so pretty close to home for me. Wingflex logo on the front side here. Okay, now I cannot wait to open this up. So my girlfriend got me this for around 1,000 Chinese yuan on Taobao, which I'll show you later. So open up the box, we'll see the included list. So we have the unit itself, the stand, screwdrivers, some tools, screws, assuming for the stand, the USB cable, and then some instruction for the stand. And here's a quick installation guide, multiple languages. So let's throw this away. And here it is. Let's open this up. Some packaging, nice and thick. And this is the unit itself. Before we check this out, let's see what this box have for us. Take it out, a white box. Let's open it up. Oh, this is the stand. Yep, just a, feels like plastic and some rubberized thing at the bottom. And a hole for your screws to go in. And I'm assuming this is the other feet, yep. What else? There is the cable, pretty nice feeling cable actually. So this is a USB-A to USB-C, and then we can also see the screwdriver. This is a hex, head screwdriver. Okay, so 4 screws. Set that aside. Nothing in the box, so we're just gonna fold it out. And then now the main course, our FCU unit. Let's lift this up. Nothing in the box, and here it is, the unit itself. Pretty nice packaging. So we can see the 2 knobs at the bottom here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, catch the light. This is the 2 dimmer knobs for the display. Pretty tightly packed. I can already feel the heft in the unit itself. Look at that. Oh man. Seeing it in person is so much better than I thought it would. Wow, some stain at here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it here. Some kind of oil stain here, but it's not a big deal. Warranty void stickers, assuming there's a screw here. So the backside logo, WX A320 FCU Cube. Input type USB-C, yep, USB-C, 5V, 1 amp, made in China, wingflex.com. And then the FCC logo and the CE logo. Nothing here, 2 screws. And this is the front side, the top is nothing. And then the bottom, we have 4 screw hole for the stand and 2 dimmer knobs. These are plastic and they are pretty light to the touch, so they are very easy to move. And then at the front of the unit, I'm gonna use this as a cushion. Before anything else, all of these feels like aluminum because it's cold to the touch. The back side also. The front side, I'm not sure about the material, but it feels like plastic or some kind of coating. And you can see there's some oil stain here, so maybe wipe it down before you guys ship it, maybe. And there's some fingerprint here, but that might be my doing when I took it out. So Let's talk about the knobs. These are plastic. Yeah, these are plastic and they feel pretty firm. Got some pretty hefty resistance to it. And they do click a little bit, but not too much. They have a very soft, kind of clicky sound. And if I put the microphone closer, that's the speed knob, and this is the heading knob. Yeah, they all sound the same. They are pretty loose in their socket, I would say, but nothing egregious. The speed knob is the wobbliest. And then all of the buttons, as my understanding on the website, they said the AP1, AP2, and auto throttle buttons are different from the lock, the expedite button, and the approach button. These have a 2.5mm travel. Oh, that is nice. That is very nice. Yeah, these three buttons is very nice. They are hard plastic, transparent plastic, so maybe you can tell from the scratches noise. And then these ones are less. Oh, they also feel pretty good. Yeah, these three also feel pretty good, even though they have less travel. Yeah, these are 2.5 and these are 2 millimeters. I can feel it. I can feel the difference. And these are also smaller. The lock button, the localizer button, the expedite button, and the approach button. And then these, the speed mark. Oh. Yeah, these three are the same as these three feeling. Just the shape is different. But these Autopilot buttons are very nice. I really like this. And then these. Yeah, this is a good resistance for me, I feel like. I have been to a full-size 1-to-1 A320 simulator. Not a full simulator, but one that is complete enough that you can do actual training in. And they do feel pretty similar in terms of the feel. Maybe a little bit softer in terms of the click, if I remember correctly. But there was just one time that I've been to that simulator, so this do feel pretty good. So how about the push and pull? Oh. The push, all four feels pretty similar. And it is a firm, resistant push. Doesn't have a actuate point like in certain mechanical keyboard where you can feel the buttons actually actuate, but yeah, you can push all the way and then it's a hard stop. How about the pull? Yeah, same story here. It's pretty firm. You have to use other fingers to hold it down like this in order to pull it. And then this is the 100 and 1000 feet switch. Nice. Yeah, pretty nice. Overall build quality, I feel very satisfied with this, especially with this price that I have be able to get it. On their official website, it is actually on a discount, so not that much discount. What kind of discount is this? Like $3 discount? Okay, I mean it's a discount, right? But I've got it from Taobao, which is a Chinese website. It's kind of a domestic version of Temu. And I found this seller for a pretty heavy discount. So I got it for 999 Chinese yuan, so which is around 138 US dollar. So that is a pretty big discount. So considering this price, this quality is unbeatable, I think. And I do not have any other FCU units, so maybe some of you have the Wingwing, the FCU, the full-size one, that is plastic. So I've seen other reviews video about this unit and comparing this to the Wingwing. From my impressions, I've heard that the Wingflex is better quality than the Wingwing, even though you can get it for much cheaper than the Wingflex. So that's why I've got this one for as my first kind of flight sim hardware other than the stick and throttle. And also, I'm not planning on building a one-to-one cockpit, so having a 80% scale unit is perfect for me. Alright, so let's move on to testing this unit. I have some idea of how I want to mount this. Yeah, this can work, but I'll have to figure something out about mounting it right here. But that requires me to build something for the mounting for this unit. For the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna use these included stand. Let's try to figure this out. Oh, I guess I put it on backward because these stands have two sides. One is the pretty side, and then this one is the ugly side. So I guess this one should face inward. So this one should be on this side. So let me undo that. So for this, you can just put it through the stand. And yeah, can also line it up like that. And put it in. Nice and easy. And so you've got the stand ready like this. And then the last thing we have to do is plug this in and download their software. So to have the plug and play experience with the Wingflex FCU, you have to use their software, which is Wings Bridge. And you can find it in Wingflex software support and then Wings Bridge. So after I plug it in, nothing works yet. That is because I haven't done anything with the Wingflex software. Let me see. Go here. This is my very first time configuring this, so you're doing this with me for the first time. So click this. Oh, and then everything lights up. Look at that. I don't know about this. The 3Ls dot and then yep. I thought it would light up all the way, like every letter or every segment. Alright, let's see if the brightness control works. Yes, of course. This is the right side, which is the LCD display. And then the left side is the backlight. So all the way down and then all the way up. And then the display all the way down is pretty dim. It's almost unable to see, but it is on. You can still see it slightly. Yep, you can still kind of see it if you see the 10,000 there on the altitude, and then all the way up is like this. Yeah, I really like the lights. So without further ado, let's dive right into the simulator. Alright, so we have jumped into the sim. This is the A340 by Aerosoft, and it is supported, as you can see, and it loaded fine straight from the get-go. But one thing, I don't know if you can see it, probably you can if I show it to you. The left side LCD, I think, is actually defective. Let me explain. So let's say if I want to pull the speed, so I pull and the display 298, and what am I seeing on my screen here? 250. Okay, so how about heading? Let's pull on the heading. Oh, even more stuff got changed. Wow, let's see. Wow, that doesn't look right at all. So actually, I have took the liberty to contact Winwing via their chat on their website for their customer service, and they have determined that if after giving some evidence of this not working as intended, that they've decided that this is a defective display, or this is a hardware fault. So here is the full transcript of our customer service conversation. So in their words, this is a hardware fault. So they asked me to reach out to the seller that I've got it from and ask for a replacement, which I have. And they, at the making of this video right now, they are in contact with the factory, it seems, and they haven't answered back, and the factory haven't answered back yet. So at the moment, I'm stuck with this defective Wingflex FCU Cube. to give you guys some idea of what is defective about this unit, is just this left hand side LCD display. All of the functions are working, like if I twist the knob, they work, 298, 297, and now you can see some oddities with it, like some of the segments are not illuminated when it is not supposed to. For example, if I pull on the heading knob, you can see it's very obviously not working as intended. And if I turn it, you can see some kind of flickering issues. Maybe you can see it, that it got dim right here, and every segment is light up right now. So there's obviously some fault with this display over here, but all of the buttons work. Like for example, this altitude works perfectly, this VS knob works perfectly, the push-pull also works perfectly. So I think the problem is just this display. All of the buttons works, so the altitude knob even work. This is labeled expedite, but in the A340 is the altitude buttons. I've tested the approach mode, it works. The lock mode also works. The metric altitude, as you can see, it also works. Track FPA works, but as you can see, it also changes something on the left side there. So it's obviously something is messed up on the left side display. The speed mark also work, kinda, yeah. It works in the sim, but not on the display itself. So not to a good start with Wingflex FCU Cube. So I do hope that the retailer can give me a replacement, because this is very obviously a defective unit. I've just got this today. I don't really have much time with it, and it's obviously defective. So I probably won't have much time be using it before I have to send it back for a replacement. So that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys on our next update or on our next video. Bye bye.